Sharks are back in an all-new season of Shark Tank, where hopeful entrepreneurs from across the country dream of a chance to secure an investment and gain powerful partners to start, grow, or save their businesses.
And your sales?
$30 and $40 million.
Whoa! If the Sharks hear a great idea, they're ready to invest using their own money, and they'll fight each other for a piece of the action.
That is the slimiest, the nastiest...
Welcome to the real world, Mark.
Calm down.
What is this, kumbaya?
But first, the entrepreneurs must convince a shark to invest the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
Every time you get up here, you take that opportunity away from somebody who really needs it.
It's sink
I don't think we've ever seen this in the tank before.
or swim.
Anna Trebinskaya and Jonathan Roberts of Dancing with the Stars.
Wow! I don't like it.
Who are the Sharks? They're self-made millionaire and billionaire investors who are entrepreneurs themselves. Kevin O'Leary is a venture capitalist who turned a $10,000 loan into a software business worth $4.2 billion. Barbara Corcoran went from working as a waitress in Manhattan to building the city's preeminent real estate empire. Damon John is a fashion and branding expert who grew his homegrown clothing line into the globally recognized fashion brand FUBU. Robert Herjavec, the son of an immigrant factory worker, is now a technology mogul who sold his first internet companies for over $350 million. And Mark Cuban, notorious billionaire entrepreneur and the outspoken owner of the Dallas Mavericks.
My name is Dan Holtz,
And I'm Liz Holtz, and we live in Warren, Vermont.
and we're the founders of Liz Lovely Cookies. Liz Lovely Cookies are all-natural, gourmet, vegan, gluten-free cookies. They're the best you're ever going to taste.
Dan and I are high school sweethearts. We've been together almost 20 years.
You wouldn't believe the hardships we've overcome to stay in business.
Okay, a little to the right.
We survived the recession, and we survived Tropical Storm Irene when our retail store was destroyed 3 days before we were going to open. It destroyed all of our product, the whole store, but we're unstoppable, and we just kept going.
Hi, Mackie. Last year, Dan and I adopted our baby daughter, McCartney. So now more than ever, we need help to grow our business.
If we got an investment from the Sharks, it would mean that all of our hard work will have paid off, and we'll have the resources to make Liz Lovely Cookies into a household name.
Hi, Sharks. I'm Liz Holtz.
And I'm Dan Holtz, and we're the founders of Liz Lovely Cookies, and we're seeking a $200,000 investment in exchange for 10% equity in our company.
A couple years after the dot-com crash, we were out of work, in debt, with unemployment running out fast. Meanwhile, I filled the freezer with cookies for friends and family.
The outcry was unanimous. Everybody wanted more.
So, we started over in the Green Mountains of Vermont, baking decadent cookies, using artisan techniques and only the best ingredients.
Liz is the amazing baker, and I'm the creative sales and marketing guy. And together, we're an unstoppable force that's overcome every obstacle imaginable to build a brand around Liz's trade secret recipes that omit traditional ingredients like wheat flour, milk, butter, and eggs.
That's right, my cookies are gluten-free and vegan. Dan and I know these are cookies you Sharks can really sink your teeth into. So, who wants a bite?
I have one quick question. Gluten-free, dairy-free, egg-free. What are they made out of? Sand?
The products are made out of a blend of rice flour and some starches, but don't let that fool you.
Liz, what are the 3 different flavors we're looking at?
Okay, the one with the chocolate is cowboy. Then you've got gluten-free chocolate fudge and gluten-free ginger molasses.
Really good. Oh, I like the cowboy. Is there nuts in it?
Walnuts.
We say that's the difference between the cowgirl cookie and the cowboy cookie is that the cowboy has nuts.
That is delicious.
Thank you.
Wow.
And your sales?
Last year, we did just under $1 million in cookies.
Wow. I wouldn't eat these unless I had to. They don't taste that good. Why would anybody eat this unless they had to?
Well, you're in a minority thinking that they don't taste good because lots of our customers are not gluten-free. Let me tell you this. So 1 in 3 U.S. households is now catering to someone in their house who has to eat gluten-free for one reason or another.
So this is the best of the cookies you wouldn't eat unless you had to.
The very best.
No. You don't know this, but I'm a gluten-free mogul.
No, I do know that.
Oh, you do that? Okay,
Yeah.
so what got me interested is because of athletic performance. Steve Nash and other athletes now eat gluten-free, so it's become more mainstream, but it's a very competitive market, as Kevin alluded to.
How much money do you make on $1 million in sales today?
It's about 10%, but we're nowhere near scale in terms of what our profitability could be in terms of cost and maximizing our value on overhead.
How do you blow this up so that you become the brand for sand or whatever?
Okay, so that is the opportunity we have right now. What's amazing about our cookies is that they're not a box, sit on the shelf next to 16 other brands. This is a perishable cookie that sits in the bakery department.
How long is its shelf life in that bag?
30 days outside of the freezer.
What does it cost you to make?
About $1 to make one pack of 2 cookies.
So 2 cookies are costing what at retail?
$3.99 to $4.99.
That's
a lot.
Expensive cookie.
You know, this is where the price of this category lives. If you go and you get a single gourmet allergen-friendly cookie, it's going to cost you $2.
Do you have a retail location in Vermont?
No, actually, the one retail location that we tried to put together was destroyed 3 days before opening by Hurricane Irene in a flood. We lost $15,000 and a whole summer's worth of long nights building things.
Did you think you were going to survive through that when that happened?
I mean, we are the most relentless business people you are ever going to meet. That was the smallest setback that we've survived.
Yeah, we've had a lot of knocks. When the recession hit, it really hit our business. We couldn't pay our loans. We called the bank and said, we don't think we can pay next month.
So what did the bank say?
When are you going to pay us? We're going to auction all your stuff off. And Dan and I decided the only way we're out of business is if someone comes and literally takes the seat from under our butt.
You know, we were out of money, we were out of time. We just fought and fought and fought. We got really creative. We built an e-commerce site and we just sold. And since then, we've worked our way up to just under $1 million last year.
How are you distributed, and what percentage of your sales are wholesale?
So 90% of the sales are wholesale, at least. We're distributed by the country's largest natural foods distributor. We were just at the IDDBA trade show in New Orleans. Essentially, every single person that walked up to the booth said, we're looking for this. This is great. This is the best gluten-free thing we've tasted yet.
You're a good salesman.
Maybe they all just wanted free cookies.
Yeah.
Did you get any actual hard orders?
You don't get POs in the food industry until you're ready to deliver. It's just not how it works.
You're a great salesperson, so I think you guys work amazing together. I have to be honest. I really didn't like the cookie. I'm not saying it was bad, but I wasn't in love with it. And I have to be passionate about something I invest in. So I'm out.
I see this as almost like another loan to bridge the gap between what you need and what you have. And it's never a good position for an investor to lend money in that situation. So I'm out.
Well, let me speak to that, because generally what happens with food businesses like this is they expand to about $3 million and they get to a place where they're very interesting to large players in the industry that want to add on a brand. That's the goal. We need to get over that 10 million mark to make this a saleable company.
It's a big stretch.
Dan, I'm not as convinced about the growth strategy. I think that there's going to be a lot of competition. I think you have a journey ahead of you, and I just don't want to go down that journey today. I'm out.
You're a very good salesman. I have the ultimate respect for the sales guy, because that's what I am, I'm a salesman, and it's really hard. You're good. I just hate your product. I'm out.
Well, Mark,
It's on to you, Mark.
it's just you and us. And I know that you're into the gluten space. And I have about $1 million worth of business that I'm percolating just from one trade show. I've got 3 major grocers on the hook. I've got a handful of little guys, and I've got a lot more selling to do. I know you hate PR companies. I know that you can't stand swag. We don't do any of that crap. You know, I've always said sales is the best marketing. The way I market this product is I get cookies into people's mouths. I get cookies into the store, and they look fabulous. We also have, and I love this.
Dan.
Yes, sir.
Let him go.
You know, I feel like you guys aren't getting it. And I'm not sure what it is I'm doing wrong, but this is a huge opportunity.
Man, you can sell.
I like everything you've said. One issue. Valuation.
Okay, well, let's talk about that. What do you think it's worth?
You know, I'm going to let you make me an offer. I use this all the time. I'll do the 24-second clock spiel and all that, and I'll say, here's my offer. Take it or leave it, right? You got 24 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to flip it.
Okay.
Make me an offer, and I'll say yes or no. And it'll take me less than 24 seconds.
4 sharks are out. Mark Cuban is interested, but he doesn't like Liz and Dan's initial offer of 10% of the company for $200,000 and has given them one last chance to make him a final offer.
Could we step into the hallway and just talk about it for a moment?
Yes, you can.
Thank you.
Wow.
He's a cool guy.
I like
Yeah, he
it.
He's a great salesman.
But the valuation's crazy.
It is crazy.
I don't think he's going to take 15.
No way.
Yeah, 15 is chump change. He's not going to do that. What question how am I doing more?
I don't know.
So, Liz and Dan,
Yes.
you're going to only get one shot at this. This is what I call a YOLO moment. You only live once. What are you going to do?
I don't think we've ever seen this in a take before. You're the first. You either win big or you really screw it up.
Let's go.
Mark, we're going to go a little higher than we were comfortable going because we'd really like to have you as a partner. And we're going to ask you if you would do $200,000 for a 20% stake.
No, thank you. I'm out.
Thanks, Sharks.
Thank you, Sharks.
Whoa. Oh, man.
What was your number?
I needed to get 33%.
33%.
Yeah.
What a moment.
We're gonna be fine. We'll find another way. But it just bummed me out they didn't like the cookies, and it bummed me out that they didn't believe in us as people. I've heard them invest in people before, and I mean, they were impressed by Dan, but I just didn't feel like they got us.
Last season, we saw Stefan Arstall make a deal with Mark Cuban for his tower paddleboard business.
So I'm willing to give you $150,000 for 30% of the company.
Do it.
Woo! Let's see what he's up to now.
Morning, girls. Since making my deal with Mark Cuban, the growth has been off the charts. We went from just 100,000 in lifetime sales to over 800,000 in just a few months. I like it, dude. They're looking good. We're on pace to do 1.5 million in sales through our website alone this year.
Hey, Mark. That's Stefan.
Mark Cuban is amazingly accessible. I don't think the guy sleeps. He's behind this company 100%.
Ready, set, go!
The Shark Tank experience has really jumped my career ahead probably 20 years. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and this is just the beginning.
Next up is Lee Dahlberg, who's ready for a comeback with his trendy fashion accessory.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Lee Dahlberg, and I'm the owner, designer, and creator of a company called Rock Bands. Today, I'm seeking a $100,000 investment for 20% equity in my company. Sharks, I've developed a brand that not only has people looking good, it has them feeling good as well. It's called Rock Bands, and as simple as it sounds, it is indeed a rock on a band that makes a rock band. A little deeper than that, I use stones that have healing elements. Now, each rock band comes in a backstage equipment case from a rock concert, keeping with its theme, inside revealing the meaning of your individual stone. Now, each rock band is hand-carved by a family of artisans that's been carving since the Ming Dynasty. I created the first few rock bands for me, and I had some friends that really wanted them, and then their friends really wanted them, and I thought, maybe I've got something here. So I jumped in. I sold my house to begin the company. I created a guerrilla marketing campaign, and I hustled. And after a lot of hard work, I was able to get in 4 of the top retailers in America. Now, the only thing I wasn't prepared for were the politics of retail. So I definitely took a few hits along the way, but every fight led me to here today in front of you. Everyone that sees Rock Band loves Rock Band. That even goes for the rich and famous. You don't even have to take my word. You could take it from the voice of the rich and famous.
That's right, Sharks. Rock bands by Lee Dahlberg are the hottest thing in Hollywood. Rock bands can be seen on the celebrity wrists of Bono, Johnny Depp, Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Tommy Lee, Britney Spears, Lindsay Lohan, even President William B. Clinton. And me, Robin Leach. Rock bands, the ultimate expression of champagne wishes and caviar dreams, individuality and fashion.
Well done, Robin. Good job, Robin.
Good luck. Lee, how did you get him?
We've been friends for years. Sharks, I've taken the liberty to create a rock band for each of you.
Oh, cool.
Based on your individual personalities.
Awesome. Thank you, Lee.
For you?
Oh, you brought out Robin Leach. You got our attention.
What do you have for Mr. Wonderful?
Oh, you are...
I hope it explodes.
Here you are.
Oh, I like that. So, Lee, you said they had healing powers.
Yes, sir.
Do you have any idea the history of people who have come into the tank talking about healing powers?
Now, I'm not that great wazoo.
You're not selling these as medicinal
No.
in
At
any
the end
way,
of the
are
day,
you?
if it's a placebo, it makes everyone smile.
Tell us about your sales.
Sales. I've done about $300,000 in sales.
Over what period?
5.5 years. Oh, here you go.
What are sales going to be this year, Lee?
It all depends. The one thing about the brand is that I own the trademarks. Something came up just recently. A very well-known Italian company is launching in America. They called me and we signed a contract. They're going to launch under the name Rock Band.
So you licensed Rock Band to them?
Yes, it's called Rock Band by Caparo. And they did $1 million last year, and they're thinking that's in Europe, and my share is 40% of all U.S. sales.
I'm sorry, they're going to give you 40% of net, correct?
All U.S. sales.
Of profit.
Gross or net?
Some of the negotiation is about helping in cost of manufacturing.
Hold on. If they sell $100,000 worth of product, gross sales, will they give you $40,000, or after everything is paid, said and done, will you get 40% of the total profit, meaning maybe $10,000?
As it stands, of the profit. You're right.
And you mentioned something about politics of retail?
I had a large PO agreement.
How large was the purchase order?
$150,000. After it was manufactured, well, they did in fact cancel.
Isn't a purchase order a contract, though?
That's what I said, and I was told kind of sue us.
Walk me through the economics of all of this and this.
$12, and it...
$12 for
yes, sir.
everything in this?
Yes, sir.
$12.
Including the case?
Yes, sir.
And what do you sell it for?
That wholesales at $50, and then retails suggested $99 to $150.
Great margin.
How many units have you sold in the last month or...
A dozen a week. And I know that's not impressive.
Actually, it's not so horrible at $150 a pop.
I give you $100,000 today. What are you going to do with it?
30% will probably go to like website optimization. 30 has to go to a lawyer to protect the trademarks that are already being infringed of mine.
So what you're saying is you've had to fight the game company that did Rock Band the game, right?
Obviously, they have the rights to do electronics, because that's not my field. But what I have is clothing.
Oh, so you're wanting to sue them for the clothing?
Yeah, I wouldn't say sue. I would just say, hello, remember me? Yes, of course. We don't want to say anything harsh.
I want to make you an offer. How about I give you $100,000 and I buy Rock Band from you, all of it, the whole thing, and I pay you for the rest of your life a 7% royalty on everything I commercialize with that brand. And by the way, I have a whole bunch of lawyers to take care of all the problems of people that messed around with our brand.
I'm sure your letterhead would scare them a lot more than mine.
No, I help encourage them to do the right thing.
No, of course.
At the end of the day, I could make a lot of money with this. I'm not sure the rocks sell, so I don't really care about that, but I care about the brand.
Of course.
I could license this brand in a lot of places.
Leah, I think you're unlucky. This went wrong, that went wrong, and luck tends not to change around businesses.
Oh, are you kidding me?
You know what? That is such crap. Come on, you make your own luck in life. Don't tell the guy he's unlucky and he's doomed.
I don't think you're unlucky. You just got a shark to offer you $100,000 cash.
Well, I'm going to join Kevin on half his offer.
I don't want to work you. There's everything wrong, but I'm going to go in because...
I was about to call her a witch, but I'm taking that back now.
Oh, no.
Because I'm going to partner with Barbara on this. You get two sharks. You get a shark and a sharkette. 50-50. What are you going to do?
Listen to the whispers real quick.
Yeah, smart man.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm interested in the business. Mark and I invested in some girls named Litter last year, and they are doing incredible. If Mark agrees, I'll give you the first 50. If he gives another 50, and we would want 40%.
I don't like it.
Of course you don't like it, because it's far better than... It makes total sense. The opportunity here is to leverage the two together.
Listen, you've got to make a decision. You have a real offer here, all right?
Sure.
We got a lot of noise. You've got a team here that's been licensing masters. Barb's proved herself on television a zillion times today. She's going to put this on television.
This is a shoe-in for QVC.
Literally, let me quantify this for you. Your challenge is fulfillment and back office. We've already done this, so you'll be able to step right in and just go to work. And I think that's why you'll be able to do a great deal.
You're an artist at heart. If you were to just unload this business and collect your check, you're free as a bird to develop your next
You're going to
dream.
have Kevin and a real estate agent designing jewelry.
Why would you want to stay with both feet in the business?
it's all attractive in its own ways. I see the benefits of both, honestly.
That alone is proof that you ought to be walking out of this business. Anybody who's married to a business never sees the benefit of walking
He's just
away.
being objective and just analyzing what's in front of him.
Heart's not in it.
Wow. Really?
Lee, I'm going to make one last statement, and then I may actually recant the offer. I think that we can license as well if the opportunity provides itself, but we'll also let you work on your dream instead of saying, you've been doing this for 3 to 5 years, leave.
Can we make sure that the licensing is an actual part of it?
Absolutely. Everything. It's your company still. You own 60% of the company. So I'm going to let you answer us yes or no right now.
And you'll be fired
No, you have to make a
seek out
decision.
these licensing
You
deals.
have to
Basically,
decide.
as long as you're in the same interest of...
Yes, we will license it. Absolutely.
Absolutely?
Absolutely. Yes or no?
Yes.
Good job.
Huge opportunity missed.
Good job, Lee.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to it.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right.
Just because we didn't make a deal doesn't mean you can't root for me. Come on, put your hand in there. Put your hand in there. Thank you. All
Good
right.
job, Lee. Looking forward to it.
Huge mistake.
He's unlucky. Well, his luck just changed, Barbara. His luck just changed.
Damon, I'm not happy.
Next into the tank is Terracin Dupuy, who invented an eco-friendly must-have for babies.
Hi, my name is Terracin Dupuy, and I am founder and CEO of Fuzzy Buns Diapers. I'm here asking for a $500,000 investment for a 15% equity stake in my company. This trash represents the 1 ton of garbage that one baby generates in disposable diapers by the time they're potty trained. Disposable diapers make up the 3rd largest consumer item in landfills today. One disposable diaper takes up to 400 years to decompose. But sharks, I do have a solution. Fuzzy Buns are a 100% reusable diapering product that is easy to use and easy to wash at home. They save parents over $2,500 on their diapering cost because you only need 12 Fuzzy Buns in comparison to 8,000 disposables. They also keep babies drier, more comfortable, rash-free, which is why I created them for my own baby 12 years ago. So Fuzzy Buns are a pocket-style diaper. There's a pocket in the back that you insert a microfiber pad into. The lining is polar fleece, so even though the pad inside is wet, the lining is staying dry, so the baby's more comfortable and less diaper rash. The outside is waterproof, so everything stays where it belongs. Now, let's talk about the washing, because I know everybody wants to know, what do you do with the poop? So, it's easy. If it's solid poop, it just plops right on into the toilet, where it belongs, by the way.
It's never solid.
I'm getting there. If it's less than the ploppable variety, we have a handy-dandy diaper sprayer that attaches to a toilet. Parents can just rinse off whatever's left over. They put it in this mess-free hanging diaper pail. And then when they're ready to wash, you unzip the diapers into your washing machine, including the bag, and your hands stay clean.
Thank you.
Feeling these really makes you believe in them. The color of money for you.
Thank you.
Kevin, how's it compare to the one you're wearing?
So, who's ready to invest in Fuzzy Buns? Stop generating tons of trash and start generating tons of cash.
How long have you been doing it, Terracin?
12 years.
12? Wow.
12 years.
Wow.
What are your sales last year?
Last year, they were $3.9 million.
Whoa.
But I've sold $24 million worth with no advertising, word of mouth only.
Where are they sold?
Internet sites.
No retail?
No big box retail, but we have boutiques.
How much profit did you make on $3.9 million?
20,000.
Oh.
Why is it so low?
Because I had manufacturing problems. We went overseas into China, thought it was going to be a good thing until they took all of my product, patterns, etc., handed it over to somebody else. So now she's competing with me. I can't even tell the two products apart.
Kevin, are you paying attention to what she just said?
Hey, that's why you have a patent, my friend.
I have a patent, but it wasn't very strong. When I first started out, I had no money, couldn't afford a good patent attorney.
And your factory just gave this to her?
Yes, she was in Hong Kong. She was my distributor.
Wow, the story gets even worse.
I mean, you're in the poo-poo business, and poo-poo happens.
Yes, it does.
Did you sue?
We are suing.
Wow, you know, in my business, people always tell me you can sue anybody for anything, but good luck collecting.
Correct.
Right.
What do you think will happen to your sales if by magical force your patent's successful and you shut her down? What incremental sales would you get as a result of that?
70% more.
Wow. And you think your sales would go up 70%?
Oh, yes. Not just from her, from all of the people that are squatting.
Oh, well, tell us more.
Whoa, sorry.
Who else is squatting? Who else?
A lot of people.
If you combine them all and roll them up, how much do you think annual sales are?
I would say, if I had to give a good average, probably selling between $30 and $40 million.
Whoa! Okay, hold on here. They're all breaching your patent?
Yes.
Now, this is where poo-poo really happens. Because, frankly, this is a very hard business. You've got to get retail, you've got to get distribution, you have inventory issues, manufacturing issues, or you work with my army of lawyers who sues everybody in the Stone Age until they agree to a license deal.
That is the slimiest, the nastiest, the worst element
Welcome
of
to
business.
the real world,
No,
Mark.
you look, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
I am
And that
the
is absolutely
solution.
part of the problem.
This is why we have patents. This is why we have law in this country.
You know what you do? You outcompete. Why have you not been able to just kick their butt because you're a better company, you're a better solution, and you're a better execution?
That's the position I have taken this entire time.
Here's what I see. You hit a roadblock, and how you respond is exactly what guides your future. Unfortunately, it sounds like you talked to too many lawyers, talked to too many Kevins, and you were rudderless. And someone who's coming in is probably going to have to come in and do more pooper scooping, and I don't want to be in the pooper scooper business, so I'm out.
I'm looking at you and thinking of myself at different crossroads along the way where people stole my stuff, things got in the way, and I just had to persist, and I see that in you. What I'm not sure I trust in you is your judgment.
Okay, well, Barbara, if you invest in me, I will do whatever you tell me to do.
But I have no interest at all in being the entrepreneur for your business. I'm an investor, an advocate, but I'm certainly not going to solve all your problems.
I will not quit. And I see the vision for this company. I've had a lot of challenges, from divorce to manufacturing issues to you name it. It's just not in my DNA to quit.
I'm sorry to say I am out.
Okay, thanks. Damon, I'm winking at you.
You know, when you first started talking all that poo, you attracted a really big fly over here.
Yeah.
But peeling back the layers on this onion, it's starting to stink, and I'm out.
Okay.
You seem to be looking for a lifeline. I like to invest in businesses that are in upswing. I think once a stone starts rolling down a hill, it's very, very difficult to stop. I'm out.
Tell me if any of the assumptions I'm going to make now are wrong. You're an innovator. You practically created the cloth diaper business.
I did.
Yet at the same time, everybody else took a huge part of it, 70% of it away from you. Some of that's your fault. It just is.
I started this industry. I grew it. I did all of the footwork.
Look, I admire your tenacity, but I don't want to join you on your ride. I wish you the best of luck, but I'm out.
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thanks. I didn't get a deal from the Sharks, but I'm not upset with them. They told me the truth, and they didn't do it from a good business perspective. But you know what stopped me from getting a deal? All of the IP squatters out there that are making tons of money off of my idea. So just look out.
Next in are Mike Lane and Matt Franklin with a product they hope will get America standing straight.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Mike Lane.
And my name is Matt Franklin. Our company is Posture Now, and today we are here seeking a $100,000 investment for a 15% equity stake in our company.
We have two very special guests to show our product, Anna Treminskaya and Jonathan Roberts of Dancing with the Stars.
Wow.
Don't get jealous, Mark.
God, it's so beautiful, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nailed it.
Mike, can she do the rest of the pitch?
But yeah, please. I would love that, believe me.
Now, we asked Jonathan and Anna to join us today
To show the importance of posture in ballroom dancing. And good posture is not only critical for ballroom dancing, it's critical for everyday life. Unfortunately, today we're hunched over our computers and our mobile devices, and poor posture has become a worldwide epidemic.
Posture Now is a simple device that can be worn inside or outside of your clothes. In fact, Mike's wearing one right now. As you can see,
It is 2 neoprene armbands.
Thanks for laughing at it, just so you know.
When your shoulders slouch forward, it provides a gentle reminder to keep your shoulders back and your back straight.
It looks like used by law enforcement everywhere.
No kidding, right?
I initially came up with the idea because I was looking for a way to get rid of my beer belly without actually having to stop drinking beer. And I noticed that when I stood up straight, my belly would magically disappear. And one of the biggest surprises we found is how the dance community has really embraced posture now.
Yeah, well, posture and timing in dancing is everything, as Mark here might attest.
We're putting a test too,
yes,
actually.
he has the experience.
Have you tried it?
Well, I'm actually wearing it right now as I'm dancing.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, because you really needed it, right, John?
You know what? You can always get better.
How long have you been selling these, or have you been selling?
To date, we've sold about $330,000 worth.
Whoa. And how much do you sell them for?
$39.95.
What does it cost to make?
Cost about $5 a unit.
So what's your wholesale price?
Wholesale price is $19.95.
How are you selling them right now?
Internet only.
Every month on Google, there are over 1 million searches for posture and posture-related keywords.
Are chiropractors and doctors going to get behind this and say, this is good
I
for your
can't say
back?
they're going to get behind it, but they've been buying the hell out of it.
Now, you're saying this company is worth now about $700,000.
650,000, yeah. That's what we value it at.
50,000 between friends, right?
Yeah.
It's a lot of money you're asking for this company. I mean, you are stacking the deck because you have Anna and Jonathan here talking, but the only problem is that they weren't here.
But you know what, Damon? They are here.
How much money have you guys invested to this point?
Initially, we put about $5,000 on a credit
Oh,
card.
$5,000 now it's worth $700,000. I like those numbers. You guys are drug
Only in
dealers.
the Shark Tank can you create that kind of wealth.
So you do have a patent.
We do. A
And
utility
you only
patent.
spent $5,000.
I'm sorry, patent pending.
Oh, patent
Oh, pending.
That's not a big deal.
But also, we've gotten some really good support from chiropractors.
And another market, which we're just starting to hear from, is HR departments of huge Fortune 500 companies that are like, this is preventative.
So how many corporate orders did you get?
We have no corporate orders, just inquiries.
Oh, you heard from
something
them.
we want to target.
Okay, well, these guys like to talk about what's wrong. Let's talk about what's right.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Thank you.
let's
Love to
get
do
into
that.
some real details here.
Okay.
You've done $330,000 in sales. You've said your net margins are 40%. So you're making $132,000 basically. So you guys are splitting it and putting it in your pockets?
Pretty much so far.
Okay, what are your real jobs? Have anything to do with posture?
I'm a sales director for an art handling company. So we,
And I own a little videography company where I do corporate training films.
Why did you not reinvest that $132,000 into the business since you already have other jobs?
Well, to be honest, this was kind of more of a hobby. And so now we're starting to realize this could be really, really big.
It's a hobby, you're pulling out some cash. But, you know, if I put money in, I want to know you're going to do it full time.
I want to be the first guy to quit his job on national television.
You have tantalized me with the idea that there is a market for this. I think it's sort of semi-interesting. I'd give you $100K. I want 50%. I also want...
Not going to happen.
Oh.
Not going to happen.
You haven't heard my offer yet.
I've heard
better,
enough.
my
I've heard
friend.
enough.
It gets better.
It
gets better.
Okay, I'll hear you out, Kevin.
Always listen, all right? $100,000 just doesn't fall out of the ceiling.
Understood.
All right, I'll give you $100,000. I want 50%. I want a star attached that comes out of your hide, all right?
Okay.
And I want a 10% royalty on every unit sold.
If you own half the business, why would you want a royalty?
I have to get some cash flow back. How do I get my money back? How does it come home?
I would not do that.
Woo! Let's give him a round of applause.
So far,
I
I'm
just
the
wouldn't do
only
it. No
guy
way.
that offered you anything.
But it's just too much equity.
Well, what do you think is a fair amount of equity?
The offer I made, 15%.
No,
That's
that's
what I
insane.
think is fair.
This is not worth $600,000 right now.
Why not?
Because you haven't proven it yet
We've proven
as a
it 2
business.
years.
It's
It's
all
sold
You haven't proven anything.
Yeah.
You put $5,000 into it.
We took $5,000
patent pending, and it's worth $700,000 now.
Absolutely.
Well, then you don't need the money. You shouldn't be here then. This stage is for people who need money and need deals. And every time you get up here, you take that opportunity away from somebody who really needs it, who appreciates the offer of $100,000.
You know what? I'm not begging for anything. I'm offering something.
Oh.
Mike and Matt have rejected an offer from Kevin, and Mike has likely blown his chances with Damon due to his arrogance.
I'm not begging for anything. I'm offering something.
Oh.
And I'm offering it to you guys. Do you want to do something with it?
No, I'm out.
Feel better? You feel better, DJ?
I do.
Wow.
Okay, good.
Because they just took the opportunity of somebody who really needs this.
Calm down, Damon.
No, you could. Then write him a check, Barbara. You gonna write him a check?
Damon, I think I was being passionate. I think you were being passionate. I'd like you to reconsider. Just
Here's why
let's
I
read it
cannot
out here.
reconsider.
Okay.
Honestly.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Okay.
I know the product. I like it. I wore it before.
Okay.
You did?
Yeah. I was fascinated with it. I was staying in the back as I usually do.
And then I ran my mouth.
Yes.
So please.
But I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. I would have had the same exact offer without the royalty. I'm gonna stay out.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't know what he's seeing wrong in you. I mean, I've never met an entrepreneur who wasn't as spunky as this guy, but you got up on the wrong side of the bed today.
Well,
What is this? Kumbaya? It's a business.
I apologize to Damon the way he treated me.
I think
Who cares? Talk
Barbara, you
business.
gonna give him an offer or not, or just keep preaching?
There's a lot I like about this. What I don't like is I think your price is way out of the line. $39. I think it should be under $20.
Could absolutely be done.
But I have to say that I am not as convinced as you are that its application is as broad as you're suggesting, and you were a little weak in your presentation on who's going to buy it. So for those reasons, I'm out.
Wow. Thanks. That stings.
What you're asking for is just nuts. I'll give you $100,000 for 40%. No royalty.
Okay.
That's my offer.
Mark?
Well,
We haven't heard from you yet.
Whoa, what am I, chopped liver?
Exactly.
Thanks for your offer, but Mark, what do you think? Matt, there's a reason you don't talk.
Yeah. Robert, thank you for the offer, and we'd like to consider it. Are there any other offers?
They are working the room.
You know what? I'm going to pull my offer. Because it seems that you're trying to work me, so I'm going to work you.
But you know what? That's a good thing. Let him go. It's that simple. Here's what.
Absolutely. We actually.
Sometimes it pays to listen.
Isn't this wonderful? All roads come back to me.
No, actually, The Undertaker, we already know what's happening with you. I understand on the equity, because there's two of you 50% partners, and if you give up 40%, it just doesn't feel right. So, 35% for Matt, 35% for Mike, and 30% for Mark. But because there's an evolutionary life scale for the product, I do want a royalty.
Ouch.
Of $5 per unit, only until I get my money back. Then it ends with the expectation, Mike, you have to quit your job.
Okay.
You have to tell me now. I'm not going to get into a bidding war.
How do you feel?
I feel great. We're in.
Can I quit my job? I quit my job. I don't have to go to work on Tuesday. Yes, Mark. Appreciate it so much. Appreciate it.
You are two smart guys.
I didn't think you were going to go for the royalty.
I didn't think so either. I like you on that one. I like that.
So, may I have a little celebratory dance?
Yes.
Yeah. You don't mind, Jonathan? Go for it. You deserve it today.
And Jonathan, I'm not going to ask you to dance.
Really don't want to dance.
Next time on Shark Tank.
I think sometimes in life you just need a chance.
I won't kill your money.
You've killed a lot of money before mine.
It's completely virgin snow, and you guys are at the top of the mountain.
Something smells a little funny here.
Cubes, let me jump in there.
Just for calling me cute, I'm out.
Whoa!
You know, nice guys finish last, and I'm out.
That's not true. Nice guys finish first all the time.
I'm like a bloodhound. Let me ask you something.
I could fix you in Darwinian ways you don't know.
Stay tuned for an encore presentation of the Last Resort series premiere starting right now.